Now I can hear you. Great.
Yeah, loud and clear.
Yeah, when you're like at home or quarantine, everyone's on the internet. You never know what's going to happen. So
Yeah,
sorry,
true.
sorry about that. All right, great. So let me see what was I asking you? I think my last question was it. No, you answered that. Thoughts on the music industry. Um, what's the best advice that you can give someone who wants to get into the music industry?
Know yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Know yourself and be what you're about. Because I mean, once you start meeting people in the industry, then everyone will try to tell you who to be, what to do. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and while there are managers, you have to first know you and what you want to do. You
Okay.
know, you have to be about you. You have to be for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's that's very, very important. Otherwise, you're gonna become somebody else that you're not even gonna know you anymore.
True.
I was there at one point, because um, I'm able to go on a dance on rhythm and all a vibe. I'm able to do anything with my voice if I want to. And because of that reason, I would have producers or, fans who would want to hear me do a certain type of song. That was not, it was not me, but I was able to do that. And I would conform because, I see other people doing it and it's actually working for them,
Mm-hmm.
so you can easily get lost by, just running with everybody else wants. So
True.
you have to first know what you want.
True. Very true. All
So
right.
that would be my advice.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, speaking of advice, what's the best advice that you? Oh, actually, let me ask Tony's question. What lessons did you learn from the tribute to I3?
Oh, hi Tony. Oh, well, I have a relationship with the ladies now, because they are definitely like my mother is in music, and they have shared so much with me. Marcia Griffiths, I went to her house and she sat with me, and it was like a school for me because she would say, "Listen, this music you're doing, people call it old school, but it is good school. It is the good school music. This
Uh-huh.
music won't die." And then she reminded me, and she pointed to the fact that she was in her 50s or past her 50s, and then she's still doing music. She's still touring. People still want her on shows, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And she was saying to me like, "Listen, if I was doing raunchy music, I couldn't be doing that at this age. How would I look on stage singing a certain type of song? That would be silly, you know."
Yeah.
They've taught me the importance of having a catalog,
Right. Right.
you know, and that's a very, very important lesson because with a catalog, you don't have to record a new song. You don't need new songs when you have a catalog because once you do, you can tour with that forever,
That's true.
and ever. Timeless music is the most important music you can ever do. So
Yeah.
those are definitely lessons I learned from doing the project with these ladies. You
Right.
know, yeah.
That's great. So, going back to the question I was going to ask, what is the best advice that you've been given in the music industry, and how has it helped you and propel you?
Okay. Well, I actually just said it. I was told to focus on creating a catalog.
Ah,
It's
so that's the
easy,
best advice.
yeah, man, because it's very easy to get distracted, when you look around and you see everybody else moving on up, and you're like, okay, I'm sitting here, I'm working on my album, and you're working on something, but when you're looking out there and you see everybody else just moving, and you're waiting, you have to wait
Mm-hmm.
a lot of waiting because it's a lot of waiting, a lot of planning, a lot of things. You have to put stuff together
True.
you can be easily distracted, and with people in your ears, you know, telling you what other people doing over there, and what you should be doing, maybe something similar to that person. So I had to cut off a lot of people. I had to. Right now, I spend a lot of time alone. You
Uh,
know, mostly with nature. There's a spot in the. That's why I wanted to show you guys my little spot. Because
oh.
that's where I spend most of my time. Just with the trees and the fruit trees around me, and then there's a beautiful view, and it
Mhm.
just gives me a nice natural vibe. There is no envy there. There is no bad feeling, and I can just create
Yeah.
in nature, and it feels good. I feel
That's
clean. I feel pure, you know,
yeah. Oh,
without
sure.
all the bad stuff. I don't want people telling me nothing. I don't want to hear anything about nobody unless it's something good. Don't come and try to make me bitter by telling me something that somebody said about me, or,
Uh,
I think that person is trying to fight you down. I don't care.
that's
That's not
that's
my problem. If they want to make themselves bitter by focusing on somebody else, then let them. But I don't want to make nobody my focus. I want to stay focused on my focus because I have so much more to learn in life. There's so much that I still don't know. Last night I was on Pro Jamaicans live, and there was this
mm,
young man over there. He was talking about YouTube, and I don't have a clue about YouTube or how it works, honestly. And I sent him a message. I was like, "Hey, I need help. I need help with my YouTube channel. Can you help me?" And he was like, "Yeah." Stuff like that. I want to learn. I want to grow. I don't have no time for gossiping and foolishness. If it's not something positive, then I'm not interested. Simple.
ah. No, and I understand because you can't compare yourself with other people. Everyone is going through their journey, so anything that's meant for you, you don't have to. There's no need to rush it, and no need to have comparisons with other people because you know what you can bring to the table. So that's
Right.
always important. Yeah, that's important to know. And I think it's very interesting that you were saying that you just ignore like anything that other people say about you, that you won't even respond to it because that's just not something that that's something to think
It's
of.
like
And
poison. It's like poison.
hmm
I don't
and
need poison.
that I like that frame of thinking, and I feel like if I was in the music industry I would feel the same way. But there's like a whole beef industry depending on where you are, and a lot of people
So
now are
what kind
getting
of industry? Beef.
beef industry, yeah,
I don't
especially.
eat meat. I don't eat meat, so I'm not a part of that.
Yeah, yes. So especially, I was talking to two female artists last night, and they were saying the beef industry is the way that they can actually gain attention to themselves because there's no women in the industry where they are in Ghana. So they're like, it's a game, it's a form of playing a game and you go back and forth with each other, just trying to get the attention. I was just like, oh, okay. But what if someone says something that really hurts your feelings? Or you know what I mean? Or it's like, when does it end? So I think that's interesting and refreshing to hear that from you, that you wouldn't even get involved in the beef if someone calls you out, right?
No, not interested. Or if somebody should call me out, it would be a very intelligent response. Respond in a very intelligent way. But I don't have no time to be disrespecting people and all them kind of lyrics that they
Is exactly. Looking at Tony's
putting
comment, she
down.
said it's
I
too
think
much
it's
war
I
music
think
and we need to
I
stick to
think
that.
when we do that, we basically put ourselves down because people look down on us because I believe that as musicians, as singers, artists, we are role models whether we choose to believe it or not. We are. Somebody looks up to us.
True.
I was on YouTube and I was reading the comments because that's one of the advice the guy gave me last night. He told me, read your comments, and I always read them, but because there are so many platforms, I don't get to respond to everything all the time. And I was going through it, and these are people who they just probably heard my song somewhere or saw a video somewhere, and they were giving me, they were they were inspiring me, and they were very nice. And I'm like, look at that. Why should we don't need fighting. That's not what I'm about still. So I was responding to the comments, and I was like, I was feeling it. I was really feeling it. I'm very thankful to everybody who, you know, if you've ever reached out and said something nice or something honest, something
Mm-hmm.
honest. Because for example, you put a caption on Instagram or somewhere, and you made an error. I like when people reach out and say, hey, you spelled that word wrong. And you can go back and look at it and be like, oh, yeah, 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 I did. Or what if you didn't even know the correct spelling for the word? That's what
Mm-hmm.
real is. And that's how we learn, by keeping it real and honest. And that's what I'm
True.
about.
True. Very true. Okay, so as far as like your music goes, have you toured anywhere outside of Jamaica? And where have you been?
Actually, yes. The first time I traveled with Tanya Stevens, because when I first started singing, okay, let me start here. When I first started singing, I started doing little gigs in hotels on the hip
Ah.
strip here on the west end of Jamaica. And
Mm-hmm.
while I was singing at a casino, um, somebody told me that Tanya Stevens was looking for background singers. And so I learned all her songs, and I went to an audition, and I started singing background vocals for her. So the first time I left Jamaica,
Wow.
we traveled on a private plane to Martinique. That was my first
Nice.
time, and I toured with her for 2 years until I entered a competition, a talent competition in
Right.
2009. Yeah, won that competition, and when I started recording my original songs, people started liking it, and yes, I traveled to Europe, and I've traveled to Africa with Tanya Stevens once.
Again, sorry. I don't know.
Hi again. No, that's how it is.
Yeah, I know. And I
Sometimes
mean, the conversation is getting so good too. I know you were
I
saying,
know.
yeah. So you were saying you went to Africa. What part of Africa did you go to?
I went to Tanzania and Kenya.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice. I would love.
beautiful, beautiful place.
Oh yeah, I would love to get over in that side of Africa one day. Yeah. There's actually an artist from Liberia. His name is Eric G. So he's in the comments now. So I just wanted to shout him out. And Eric, this is Sugar. She's from Jamaica.
Hey,
All
Eric.
right. All right. So, like, what's next for you? Do you have an album or an EP that's coming out?
I have an album coming out soon.
Okay.
Yeah, the title of the album is Phenomenal Woman. Uh, and there's a spin on the spelling in woman. I spell it WOMBMAN, because women
Oh,
women are mothers of creation. We're special.
yeah.
We are responsible for the entire nation. We gave birth to everybody.
So true.
And I just want women to know how special they are.
So true. Yeah, I love that. Definitely love that. All
Yeah.
right. So, you said you were going to teach some patois. So, can I have some Jamaican patois lessons?
You want to chat some patois? You
I know I
want to
won't get
chat
the
some
accent
patois?
down right.
You want to chat some patois?
Yes, please, please do.
So chat with me and talk. So we chat some patois.
Yeah.
Of course, the typical wagwan. You're supposed to know that.
Yes.
Wagwan. Like,
Yeah.
what's up? What's going on?
Yeah.
You good?
You're good.
You
Yes.
good? Are you okay?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. You're
Okay.
good at, you're good as, you're good as.
Okay. Yeah.
You don't even. Yeah.
I'm good. You say you
Okay.
good? Yeah, I'm good. One that I say you gonna take me for idiot. I can't
You
get the
take me for idiot.
There you go. You take
You
me for
take me for
eating.
idiot. You take me for idiot. You think I fool this?
Oh, that's funny. So
Yes, girl.
in Liberia, if you're talking to someone, you will be like, okay, how you coming on? Which is, how are you doing? How are you coming on? How you coming
Okay.
on?
How you coming
Yeah.
on?
How you
Okay.
coming on?
Okay.
Yeah. So that we have our own, we don't call it patois, we call it Liberian English. So if I were to speak to someone with a Liberian accent, my accent could get very deep and you won't understand anything that I say. But we're saying it in English, but it's just our Liberian English. So,
Okay. Go. Let me hear it.
oh,
I
okay. All right. So, Sugar, how you coming on?
I got that.
So let me lecture with you for a minute. So when we say we're lecturing with you, that means let me talk
Let's
to you about
talk for a minute. Yeah.
yeah, let's talk for a minute. And
Mm-hmm.
it's just if I was having a conversation with someone, it's so much. It's just the way that you phrase the words and things like that. It's just it's a geographical thing. So yeah, all
It's
right.
cool though.
So, are you able to do like a freestyle or sing or something? And bless us with your voice is beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sister, take my hands. I know what you're going through. I understand. Sister, yeah. I've been down that road. But for you to make a change, you must let go. See, I'm staying strong, yes, getting even stronger. See, my obstacles are but a stepping stone. Yeah, yeah, I'm staying strong, yes, getting even stronger. Yeah, you see, my obstacles are but a stepping stone.
Wow.
Thank
Gosh,
you.
your voice like literally give me goosebumps. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's beautiful. Oh my
Thank
goodness.
you.
So what? I mean, what's next? I know you have the album coming out. Like, tell us. We need to know. We need to know
Like,
what we're gonna hear from you. Yeah.
like, I just believe that I'm blessed, to be alive and to be here. It is.
Uh huh. Uh huh.
You know what I'm saying? So what if
Oh
you're
yeah.
here just to change or save one life? That's what it
True.
is. And you have to fulfill that purpose. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying.
That's true. But you know what? There's been a lot of people who have who were really excited about having you, like me having you on the live. Like I said, there were so many people who commented on the posts that I have, and also commented on the stories that I put up. So I've seen them in here. They're all excited about you, and they're really proud of you too. The people from Jamaica, you have a solid fan base, that's for sure, because they've been in my comments, they've been in my DMs, and they're like, we're so happy that you have her on today. So I definitely want to thank you for taking your time to just bless us with your voice. My gosh, you have a
Anytime. Thank you so much. And
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, I will be going live today. I'll be going live today with a beautiful queen. We will be talking about endometriosis,
Ah,
coping with endometriosis. So definitely you should come over, and everybody else who's watching,
I
you're
will.
invited to come. You
What's the
know,
time?
3 p.m. my time, 4 p.m. your time.
Okay, I'll definitely come. I definitely will. I'll be there for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's been great having you, and please,
time.
I hope you do keep in touch, because I try to give artists a bigger platform, and just I have a diverse audience. I have like a lot of people in the U.S. that come to my page, a lot of people in Africa, different parts of Africa. So it's always someone, you never know who's watching. I had Rick Ross on my page. You
Uh,
know, I have Stoneboy on my page. I have different types of people, so you never know who's watching. And you know, hopefully, you know, you will be able to get to exactly where you're trying to go. I know you're going to get there. So you know, I just can't wait to see that happen.
Thank you so much. I appreciate everything you just said. Thank you for the interview and love, I respect, mama.
Oh, okay. Thank you so much. Anything that you want to say to your fans before we?
Big up to you guys. Big up, because an artist is not an artist without fans.
True, true.
Yeah, man. So enough respect to you guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Yes, my
Yes, there you
coach,
go.
my coach told me to say that, because I'm learning how to get this thing down.
You
Yes.
do.
So
Yeah,
subscribe.
you gotta promote yourself anywhere you can.
Yes.
What's your
Subscribe.
what's your Instagram handle? If you have Twitter, I know you
My
have
handle
Twitter. All of that
everywhere
stuff.
is Sugar Music. Shuga Music.
All
Yeah.
right. Sounds
So
good. Well,
feel free
I,
to follow. I just sent a message in the live. So that's
okay.
it. Sugar
Great.
Music. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram.
Okay, great. I'm gonna clean our video up a little bit, and I'm gonna post it on YouTube as well. So yeah, it's gonna be up there. I really appreciate it, and I will see. I'm gonna come over at 4 o'clock and watch you on your live as well.
All right. Thank you so much. Blessings and love.
Okay, nice to meet you.
Bye
Bye.
bye. Thank you.
You're welcome.